Good evening, Rotarians, Anns, Lords, dignitaries, families, and friends. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm your host, Taruna Seth from Rotary Club of Delhi South and Next. Welcome to a very special session, Road to Resilience, a talk with Sister Shivani, organized by Rotary Club of Delhi South End, Rotary Club of Delhi South and Next, and Rotary Club of Delhi South Central. This is a joint speaker meeting of the mentioned three clubs, and I hereby announce the beginning of this joint speaker meeting, which is meeting number 2717 for the Rotary Club of Delhi South End. Now I request the three presidents, Rotarian Divya Ahuja of South End, Rotarian Manikya Narain of South End Next, and Rotarian Rajneesh Mittal of South Central to collar themselves, please. Can we now please stand up for the national anthem?
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Dear Rotarians, aunts, lords, families and friends, on behalf of Rotary Club of Delhi South End, I extend a very warm welcome to the co-host clubs Rotary Club of Delhi South Central and Rotary Club of Delhi South End Next for today's joint speaker meeting. In these unprecedented and stressful times, our speaker for today, Sister Shivani, will guide us on how to nurture inner peace and resilience to come out of this difficult times stronger and unscathed. I now request Rotarian Taruna Seth of Rotary Club of Delhi South and Next to take the evening forward. Over to you, Rotarian Taruna.
Thank you, Rotarian Divya Ahuja. I'd like to begin by introducing the Brahma Kumari organization. The Brahma Kumaris is the largest spiritual organization in the world led by women. As a recipient of 7 UN Peace Messenger Awards and with a presence in over 137 countries in all continents, they have extensive impact on many sectors, including education, medical, rural, manufacturing, and social services. Their core teachings offer meditation as a way of experiencing a positive approach to life. Today's session is on an extremely relevant topic, Road to Resilience, a talk with Sister Shivani. I'd like to invite Rotarian Geeta Anand of South End to introduce Sister Shivani.
Good evening, Rotarians, aunts, lords, family and friends. Welcome to a special session with Sister Shivani. The events since last year have had all of us to stop, pause and re-look at life. These have been challenging times and we would require more spiritual strength than physical or mental well-being. There could be nobody better than Sister Shivani to guide us through this tough phase. We all know Sister Shivani, but I take this opportunity to briefly introduce her to you all. B.K. Shivani is a Raj Yoga meditation teacher who conducts motivational courses through seminars and television programs. B.K. Shivani completed her electronics engineering graduate degree as a gold medalist from Pune University in 1994 and then served for 2 years as a lecturer in Bharatiya Vidyapeeth College of Engineering, Pune. She speaks on a wide spectrum of themes such as stress-free life, leadership skills, emotional intelligence, art of right thinking, living values, exploring inner powers, self-management, harmony in relationships, and the practical techniques of Raj Yoga meditation. She is the recipient of the Woman of the Decade Achievement Award, Goodwill Ambassador of World Psychiatry Association, and the recipient of Nari Shakti Award. Welcome, Sister Shivani.
Om Shanti and good evening. Let's take a moment of silence. And as we reflect on the 18 months that have passed, not in terms of everything that's happened outside, but take this moment to reflect on how it was going on inside. We know everything that happened outside, not only in our city and in our country, but also all over the world. But sometimes we don't pause to check what's happening inside our own world. And anything which is not taken care of, is not paid attention to, starts giving signs and signals that it's time to pause and check. The last year saw a steep rise in mental health issues in the country. Within the first month itself, there was a 30% rise in just depression in India alone. And then, of course, this year was way tougher compared to the last year. So we need to ask ourselves that here came a situation which was not our way, not what we expected. And everything seemed to change outside. But what was my coping capacity with the situation, with what it brought into my life or into the life of people around me? Situation was not in my control, but the way I think about the situation, the way I feel about it, the way I speak about it, that is my coping skill. That is completely in my control. Let's go to 2019, which is before COVID. And let's check our resilience before COVID. Because now during COVID, we've got one factor to blame. Okay, everything is because of COVID. But let's go to 2019 and simply check. We are checking right now our emotional health. And rank yourself, grade yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Where do you feel you stand in terms of your emotional resilience? Every time there is a situation which is not your way, every time people around you, whether at home or whether at work or whether in the club, they behave, work, or do things which are not your way. Every time the weather is not your way, the traffic is not your way. Whenever things in the outer world are not your way, do you find yourself reacting to the situation with the same quality, the same vibration that the situation came with? Which means if the situation was not pleasant, not correct, people were not right, do you find yourself reacting saying, I'm angry because of them. They are irritating. They hurt me. They upset me. The weather is depressive. Every time we're using vocabulary like this, we believe it, that everything that's happening here is because of what's happening outside. So we stop taking personal responsibility of our thoughts and feelings, and we blame the world for how we are feeling. So I'm angry because of them. I'm irritated because of them. I'm worried because of them. I'm stressed because of this situation. Fear because of COVID. Anxiety because of COVID. I'm happy because of them. I'm at peace because of this place. So every emotion here, I believe, is because of something outside. If I'm living my life that way, then it's time to pause check, and change. Because this is a life of emotional dependence, where the world outside seems to have the remote control to my mind, and they press a button there and I react here. This is a life of emotional dependence, where my emotions are dependent only on what is happening outside. Now, if my emotions, I believe, are dependent on what's happening outside, then I will need the world to be my way, to be able to be comfortable here. Because if everything is perfect, everyone is right, I'm going to be happy, life is beautiful. But the world is not going to be my way. And if I make my mind dependent on something that's not going to be my way, that means my mind is not going to be my way, which means my mind will not experience calm, stability, happiness always. And we're living like that, and we've accepted it. So we've called emotional dependence as normal. We call it normal. And so we started calling stress, anxiety, fear, anger, worry, criticism, comparison, competition, all the unhealthy emotions, we started calling them normal. It's like calling a disease normal. Now, if we create unhealthy emotions often during the day, and then every single day, creating unhealthy emotions often and calling them normal, living with those emotions, what is it going to do to my emotional health? It's obviously going to bring it down. That means my resilience, my coping skill, my ability to respond right in every situation is coming down. And while it was doing this in 2019, and there came COVID, and we said fear and anxiety is normal. And then fear and anxiety, not for a few days, not for a few weeks, it's been over 18 months. And when we live in fear and anxiety for so many months, then it doesn't remain as anxiety for everyone. For some, it can shift to a depression, an anxiety disorder, a panic attack. So then it's no more an emotional resilience issue, it becomes a mental health issue. So this is where we need to check that I need to protect myself. You are all not just leaders in the field where you are, but also leaders in society, because you have taken up the responsibility to serve the world, to heal the world, to give to the world everything that you have. Now, everything that you have is not in terms of only money, skills, talents, and resources, but everything we have is in terms of here. Who am I here is what I radiate to the world. Because what I am inside here is my energy field, it's my aura, it's my vibration, and it radiates to the world. I can't stop it. I can't stop my energy from radiating to the world. So ask yourself every single day, what am I giving to the world? Is what I'm creating here. I may blame the world for it, but if I'm creating stress, I'm creating worry, anxiety, fear, I'm radiating that to the world. And I say that I actually serve the world. To serve the world, I need to radiate calm, happiness, love, acceptance, compassion, gratitude. This is what I need to radiate to the world, because our priority is to create a beautiful, healthy, compassionate, united world. That's what we say. That's what we want. So then we will have to create that feeling and radiate that to the world. So as a Rotarian, we can never radiate pain to the world. Never radiate pain to the world. You are those who keep service above yourself. And what is the meaning of service above yourself? Which means above your ego, above your temperaments. You are going to keep service above yourself. And so service means someone may say something which is not right. Someone may do something which is not right. And I'm going to say, it's okay. I am a Rotarian. I radiate peace and compassion to the world. And so I cannot react and get angry with this person because I don't radiate pain to the world. So service, seva, is not only in what we do. Seva, service, is in who we are. Because this is a 24/7 service. It is happening 24/7. It's happening even when we are sleeping. Even when we are sleeping. What is the one thing which everyone wants? not just few people. What is the one thing that everyone wants? Everyone wants happiness. Everyone wants peace. Everybody wants unity. Everybody wants acceptance. So Rotary can take this up as a project, no? Because it's something that everybody wants. It's something that everybody wants. And it's so simple. It doesn't require funds. It doesn't require resources. It doesn't require time. It requires only one thing: for me to take care of my mind. That's all that it requires. If I take care of my mind, I'm radiating that what everyone wants. What everyone wants. So that is our priority. And that's when emotional resilience will start building up. Stress is given by a simple formula: pressure divided by resilience. Stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. Pressure, situations outside. They are pressure. For a child, exam is a pressure. So everything outside is pressure. Resilience, the way I respond to everything that is outside. So the same situation, different people will respond differently. Even at home, कोई बात आती है घर पे, घर के 2-4 लोग अलग अलग तरह से रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं. कोई कहेगा कितनी बड़ी बात है, कोई कहेगा हाँ काफी बड़ी बात है, तीसरा कहेगा छोटी सी बात है, चौथा कहेगा इसमें क्या बात है, ये तो होता ही रहता है. So what is the size of the situation? उस बात का साइज कितना है? बातों का कोई साइज ही नहीं होता है. बातों का साइज नहीं होता है. The size depends on my coping capacity of the situation, and that's why I say बहुत बड़ी बात है is a signal that my coping skill is a little low. So there is no size, there is no magnitude of a situation. It's about my emotional strength to cope with the situation. And emotional strength means which emotion am I going to create in that situation? It's all about which emotion. So the first equation we are going to change today. We're going to shift from emotional dependence to becoming emotionally independent. Next month, we will be celebrating Independence Day. Again, lovely quotes, lovely posters to each one. Happy Independence Day, Happy Independence Day. But that's only Independence Day of the country. What about Happy Independence Day, my Independence Day? So I've got physical independence, we have financial independence, we have social independence. Let's celebrate emotional independence today, which means I am not dependent on situations and people for how I'm feeling. And that's actually the truth. It's actually the truth. Just close your eyes for 10 seconds and see the last time you got angry. Just bring the whole scene on your mind. What happened exactly? Who was at fault? What did they do? And then, how did I react? How did I feel? What did I say? How did I behave? What was my reaction? And now, suppose the same situation had to come again tomorrow morning. Given a chance, can I respond another way? Do I have the option to respond another way in the same situation in which I reacted last time? Please put your answer on chat. Yes or no? Can I respond another way to the same situation in which I got angry last time? Yes or no? Simple. That's where the truth of life lies. It's so simple. If I can respond another way tomorrow, then that means who is the creator of the response? It's me. That's why I can respond another way tomorrow. But last time when you got angry, if someone had to come up to you that time and say, क्या बात है, आपका मूड खराब है क्या, इतना गुस्सा क्यों आया? You will immediately say, उन्होंने ऐसा किया, उसने ऐसा बोला, उसने ऐसा किया, तो उसने मुझे गुस्सा दिला दिया. मैं तो बिल्कुल आराम से बैठा हुआ था. उसने मुझे गुस्सा दिला दिया. That is that equation which needs to change. It's not they. They are responsible only for their behavior. I am responsible for the emotion and my behavior. They do not create my behavior. They do not create my emotion. This is emotional independence. So the first equation, I am the creator of my every thought, every feeling, every word, every behavior. This has to be mantra of life. I am the creator of my every thought, every feeling, every word, every behavior. It makes us very weak when we say, उन्होंने मुझे गुस्सा दिला दिया, वो मुझे इरिटेट कर गए, उन्होंने मेरी इंसल्ट कर दी. तो हम क्या कर रहे थे? Where is my power? उन्होंने ये कर दिया मुझे. As if my mind's remote control is in everybody else's hand. Everyone has it except for me. So this is not true. So आज से हम ये कह सकते हैं, उन्होंने गलत तरह से काम किया, उन्होंने गलत तरह से बात की, उन्होंने धोखा भी दिया, लेकिन ये गुस्सा मैंने क्रिएट किया था, ये हर्ट मैंने क्रिएट की थी. This is power. I am creating it. And because I created it, I can heal it, I can change it, and tomorrow I can respond another way. I'm building up my resilience. So unless I change this equation, I cannot build up my resilience. So आज से सिर्फ एक ही चीज करनी है, irrespective of कौन सा emotion create करते हैं, doesn't matter. Just don't say it's because of them. Don't say it's because of them, because then we are giving power away and we are depleting our inner power. Say they did what they did, but my behavior, my feeling was because of me. I can do it another way next time. This is emotional strength. This is going to build up our resilience power. This is going to make us emotionally independent. So I am the creator of every thought, feeling, word, and behavior. First. Second, which are the healthy emotions to create, which is going to build up my resilience power? Stress. This is an emotional illness. ये एक बीमारी है. इस बीमारी का कोई डॉक्टर नहीं है. इस बीमारी को हमने खुद ही ठीक करना है. Emotional illness. Why? What is a disease? It's dis-ease is a disease, which means I'm at ease, I'm comfortable here, and फिर किसी ने आकर कुछ कह दिया, and I shifted from my position of ease. I just shifted from my position of ease and I said, क्यों कहा, ऐसे कह दिया, सबके सामने कह दिया, सब मुझे ही बोल देते हैं. Then in my mind, I shift from my position of ease. It is dis-ease. That's a disease. So stress is a disease. Calm and stability is health. Anger is a disease. Compassion, respect, dignity. अपने ऊपर संयम और नियम कभी नहीं खोना. क्या बोल रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, अपने ऊपर कंट्रोल ही नहीं रहता. That is a disease. Compassion, respect, and dignity. Comparison, comparing ourselves with others. Unhealthy. Self-respect. Self-respect. I live, I eat, I drink, I dress up, I work, everything according to what is right for me and my family, not to please people and not to do what the world is doing. That's uncomfortable. It will never allow us to be calm and stable inside. We're always comparing ourselves with others. So comparison is a disease. Self-respect is emotional health. Complaining, ये ऐसा क्यों है, ये ऐसा क्यों है, ये ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए, वो ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए. Continuously the mind will be unrest. Gratitude, शुक्राना, इसके लिए भी शुक्राना, इसके लिए भी शुक्रिया, इसके लिए भी शुक्रिया, अपनी सेहत के लिए भी शुक्रिया, लोगों के लिए भी शुक्रिया, सारा दिन शुक्रिया. मन हमेशा खुश रहेगा. मन हमेशा खुश रहेगा. So complaining is a disease. Gratitude is emotional health. Worry, हम उनसे प्यार करते हैं तो चिंता तो होगी ही. I love you so much, so I worry for you. Worry is a disease. Care, care, हम आपसे प्यार करते हैं इसलिए हम आपका ध्यान रखते हैं. चिंता करते हैं नहीं. चिंता को चिता समान कहा जाता है. चिता क्या होती है, जो वो धीरे 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 जलती रहती है. तो चिंता अनहेल्दी है. It's a disease. Care, where every thought is pure, it's positive, it's a blessing. That is this side. So criticism, लोगों की निंदा करना, लोगों की निंदा करना. जो उठ के बाहर चला गया कहना ये ऐसे हैं, ये ऐसे हैं, इनको ऐसे नहीं करना चाहिए. Talking negative, discussing people's weaknesses and problems, unhealthy. Appreciate people, motivate people, look for that one goodness in everybody. You will be emotionally healthy. So there's a long list. Jealousy, किसी और की सफलता में question mark उठाना. How come they got this? This is what I should have got. उनको कैसे मिल गया? कभी कभी तो क्लब में भी हो जाती है, सेवा में भी हो जाती है जेलेसी. ऐसे कैसे उनको बना दिया, मुझे नहीं बनाया, इस बार तो मुझे बनना चाहिए था. ये प्रोजेक्ट पे जो मेहनत मैंने की थी, वो कैसे आगे आ गए, मैगजीन पे उनका फिगर कैसे आ गया, नाम उनका कैसे आ गया. There is a long list to our thoughts and all this is unhealthy for us. हम सेवा क्यों कर रहे हैं? Only to give what that little that I have, only to share that with the world. If in return of that I want something, even if that something is an acknowledgement, an appreciation, an acceptance, if I want even one thing in return, then it was not seva. Then it was not seva. Then it was a business. I do this, I get this in return. And इसीलिए बचपन से हमें सिखाया गया था निस्वार्थ सेवा. एक हाथ सेवा करे, दूसरे हाथ को पता न चले. एक हाथ सेवा करे, दूसरे हाथ को पता न चले. Why? क्यों दूसरे हाथ को पता न चले? क्योंकि जब दूसरे हाथ को पता नहीं चलता, तब सेवा से ताकत बढ़ती है. लेकिन अगर पूरी दुनिया को पता चलता है और फिर उसमें बहुत सारी और चीजें आ जाती हैं, तो वो सेवा सेवा नहीं रहती. इसीलिए बचपन से हमने सीखा था गुप्त दान महापुण्य. गुप्त दान होना चाहिए. गुप्त, विच मीन्स उसमें कोई मैंपन नहीं, कोई अहंकार नहीं, कोई कंपटीशन नहीं, कोई जेलसी नहीं, कुछ नहीं. सिर्फ देने के लिए देना, रिटर्न में कुछ नहीं चाहिए था. जब कुछ नहीं चाहिए होगा, then it is seva. Then it is seva. अगर थोड़ा भी कुछ चाहिए होगा, then it is a deal. I do this and I get this in return. And if I don't get this in return, then it is natural for me not to be happy. Then it's not seva. So seva has only one direction of energy, and that is to give. To give. That is emotional health. That is emotional health. So long list. We can keep creating the list. Expectations, disease, acceptance, health, fear, disease, faith, health. Long list. बनाते जाइए और जैसे कोई इमोशन याद आए तो दोनों में से एक साइड पर लिखते जाइएगा. Is this a disease or is this health? So first is I am the creator of my emotion, and second is which side is normal, and I start using this side in my day-to-day living more often. I use this side, but I use this side more often. I need to shift to the healthier emotions, because if I create the healthier emotions during the day, I will be happy. I will be healthy. Competition. Life is a competition. बच्चों को भी सिखा देते हैं. Nobody can be healthy if they're always competing. Life is not about competition. Life is about cooperation, caring, sharing, kindness. Start using those and you're going to be happy and healthy always. So all that we have to do is use this side. Now, how do I start using this side more often? Because सोचते तो हैं और फिर भी जब सारा दिन में एक्टिविटी में जाते हैं तो गुस्सा आ जाता है, कुछ बुरा लग जाता है, चिंता हो जाती है. So why are these emotional diseases just happening on its own? So I have to build up my emotional health. उसके लिए हम क्या करें? Simple lifestyle changes. We require some very simple lifestyle changes. First factor, which is very important to build up our emotional resilience, is good sleep. It's good sleep. So we need to check our sleep hygiene. Do I sleep enough? Which most of us must be. But second is, do I experience deep sleep? Am I sleep deprived? How do I check if I'm sleep deprived? Do I need an alarm to wake up in the morning? Second, once the alarm goes off, do I feel like sleeping a little more? Third, when I wake up, do I feel fresh, energetic? Or I'm like, okay, one more day, थके हुए हैं लेकिन काम पे तो जाना है. And fourth, if I am on a flight or in the car and I don't engage myself with the phone, do I fall off to sleep? Can I go off to sleep at any time of the day? And which next time that you're on a flight, please check how many people on the flight are able to go off to sleep at any time unless they engage themselves into something. सुबह सुबह 9-10 बजे भी लोगों को नींद आ जाती है फ्लाइट में. कैसे सो सकता है कोई सुबह 9-10 बजे? अभी अभी तो सो कर आए हैं. Because they are sleep deprived. But why are they sleep deprived in spite of sleeping 6-7 hours daily? Because they're not experiencing deep sleep. Why are they not experiencing deep sleep? Because till they go to sleep, they're playing with their technology toys. That's why they don't experience deep sleep. Till we go to sleep, if we are checking work emails, work messages, business phone calls, world news. Then when we sleep, only the body sleeps. Mind doesn't sleep. We gave it a lot to think about. So we will not experience delta sleep. In many countries, the sleeping medicine is the most used medication. So we need to take care before we reach that side where a natural thing like sleep, I need a medicine for it. Very big reason is lifestyle. Let's go back to 30 years back. Early to bed, early to rise makes us healthy, wealthy, wise. ये हम सब ने बचपन में सीखा था. हम लास्ट जनरेशन है जिसने ये सीखा था. आजकल के बच्चे नहीं बोलते ये सब. Early to bed, early to rise. वो बोलते I can study only in the night. दिन में तो हमारे से ठीक से पढ़ाई नहीं होती है. And then as an outcome of that, in student life, they are experiencing anxiety, panic attacks, exam से पहले medication, a lot to do with sleep cycle. तो अगर हम अपना sleep cycle change करेंगे तो धीरे धीरे घर के बच्चे भी change करेंगे क्योंकि उनको change करना होगा. They will have to do it before they take their life to a point where it will be difficult for them to make that U-turn. They will have to do it because emotional health over a period of time, situation in my life which I can't cope up with goes to a mental health issue. तो इसलिए उनको करना ही होगा. So the best time to sleep is 10 to 2, which means the highest energizing time. These 4 hours we have to be asleep. So instead of 10, if I sleep at 12, I lose out on the 2 best hours. So it's not that any 7 hours are fine. It's the right 7 hours or the right 6 hours. Actually, if I lead a right lifestyle, you would not need more than 5-6 hours of sleep. आजकल डॉक्टर्स बहुत ज्यादा सोने को बोलते हैं हमें. 7 घंटा, 8 घंटा, कोई कहते हैं 9 घंटा सो जाओ. इतने घंटे क्यों सोना होता है? क्योंकि राइट लाइफस्टाइल नहीं है. आप अपने पेरेंट्स या ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स से सोचो, दे वुड हैव नेवर हर्ड ऑफ दिस कि 8 घंटे और 9 घंटे भी कोई सोता है क्या? They all slept early, they wake up early. Today, the West is teaching us the 5 a.m. leadership club. और हम यहाँ से उनकी वर्कशॉप कर रहे हैं ये सीखने के लिए कि अपने आप सुबह 5 बजे कैसे उठना है, क्योंकि 5 बजे उठना एक लीडरशिप क्वालिटी होती है. 5 बजे उठना ये हजारों साल से हमारी संस्कृति ने सिखाया कि इसको ब्रह्म मुहूर्त कहते हैं, इसको अमृत वेला कहते हैं. 4 to 5 a.m. is Brahma Muhurat, which means the highest vibrational Muhurat time of the 24-hour cycle is 4 to 5 a.m. Am I awake at that highest vibrational time? So I don't need to worry about waking up early. I need to only take care of sleeping right. So keep that cutoff time, okay, maximum 10 o'clock, we are deep sleep. Now for that, to have deep sleep, not just to go off to sleep at 10, to have deep sleep at 10 o'clock, I need to have an early dinner, which every doctor will tell you. कि सोने से 2-3 घंटा पहले खाना खा लीजिए so that your digestion is over and your healing is happening during sleep. If we have late dinners and heavy dinners, then when we go to sleep, our body is digesting. And because it keeps digesting for the next 2-3 hours, it gets very little time to do the healing. एक time पे एक ही चीज हो सकती है, digestion या healing. So an early dinner and a light dinner. So good to have our dinner by 7 o'clock and then go to sleep by 10 o'clock and a lighter dinner. So that takes care of the body. Now for the mind, let's disconnect from work communication by 8 o'clock. Again, going back to that era when there was no phone, no laptop, no internet. So when people came home by 7-8 in the evening, till next 8 in the morning, in their mind, they couldn't go to work. उनको कोई फोन नहीं कर सकता था, उनको कोई email नहीं कर सकता था. So imagine daily basis. This is an era which we know about. वो अगली generation ने तो ये देखा ही नहीं है कि ऐसी life भी कैसे होती है. So we are the last people who will be able to tell them what it means that 12 hours every single day you're not at work. What does it mean to get 12 hours rest every single day and to get Sunday rest every 7 days, and then to get Diwali and Holi and Raksha Bandhan and all the festivals? These were all rest days for the mind. These were rest days for the mind. And because the mind was getting such regular rest, the mind was fresh, energetic, vibrant, and therefore mental health issues were unheard of. Anxiety, stress, panic attack, unheard of. Unheard of, because good rest is very important on a daily basis. तो अब we are going to use all these technology toys because they are very comfortable. ये हमारी जीवन को बहुत comfortable बना दिया. लेकिन अगर हम उनको ठीक से यूज करेंगे तब, अगर हम उनको गलत तरह से यूज करेंगे तो वो हमारे जीवन को बहुत अनकंफर्टेबल बना देंगे. सो 10 o'clock सोना है तो 8 o'clock डिस्कनेक्ट फ्रॉम वर्क कम्युनिकेशन. नाउ वी विल गो बैक टू वर्क टुमारो मॉर्निंग. Tomorrow morning by 9 o'clock, disconnect from all other media and social media, which means no world news before going to sleep, no social media handles, which means no consuming any information or content which is going to stimulate my mind and take it into the overthinking mode. It is the last hour. I have to take my mind into the slowing down mode so that at 10 o'clock, I get into deep sleep. And if I get into deep sleep at 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you will wake up on your own. 6 घंटे से ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए होते मन और बॉडी को एनर्जाइज होने के लिए, प्रोवाइडेड वो 6 घंटे अच्छा सोते हैं हम. And on an average, if you wake up by 6 every day, you are going to save 2 hours direct by waking up at 4 o'clock. So it's not that we are losing time. Actually, we start gaining extra time by sleeping right. Now, just before going to sleep, keep 20 minutes for yourself. 20 minutes for yourself before you sleep. 5 minutes, write a daily journal, which means release any uncomfortable emotion of the day. किसी ने कुछ कहा, हमने किसी को कुछ कहा, कोई बात ठीक नहीं हुई, say you're sorry, forgive people, even if it's just in a diary, even if you're not saying it to them, but write it out so that you're releasing uncomfortable emotions. फिर ऐसा नहीं होगा कि वो जो 10 साल पहले बात हुई थी मुझे भूलती ही नहीं. I am not able to forget. I am not able to forgive. It's because we went to sleep with that on our mind. Whatever we go to sleep with will go into the subconscious. Will go into the subconscious. So we have to be very careful. So 5 minutes, write out a little letter or a little diary and release uncomfortable emotions. 10 minutes, consume pure positive content. This is where spirituality plays a very important role. Pure positive content, 10 minutes before you go to sleep, which means your mind will have content of purity, of compassion, of gratitude. Now, higher vibrational content, next 6 hours, that's the quality of energy for the mind and the energy to the body, because that's the last content. Now, imagine going to sleep watching the world news. What will be the content radiating to the mind and body for the next 6-7 hours? So 10 minutes of very high vibrational pure content. 5 minutes meditation. Connect to the divine power. Say what you have to say. Surrender everything that you have done today. Surrender all the appreciation you have received and share what you have planned for the next day. You can learn meditation for that. And if you've not learned meditation, we can just create few positive thoughts, which we should consciously create before going to sleep. It's extremely important to create the right thought just before sleeping and the first thought what you wake up with. These 2 times can change your personality and your destiny. The last thought what you sleep with and the first thought that you wake up with. इसीलिए पुराने जमाने में कहते थे आज सुबह किसका चेहरा देखा था, which means what were the first thoughts on your mind when you woke up? That's going to decide the quality of your day. So we can create a few positive thoughts, which we will create just before going to sleep. For example, I am a powerful being, which means I don't react to people. I'm powerful. I respond correctly. Second, I am calm and stable always. I'm calm and stable always. I'm happy always. I am fearless. I am fearless, which means जो हम बनना चाहते हैं, हम वो thought create करेंगे. I am, because thoughts manifest. संकल्प से सिद्धि होती है. जो संकल्प हम create करते हैं, वो सिद्ध हो जाता है. Thoughts manifest. So don't say I am stressed, because if you keep saying I am stressed, even in the mind, stress will only increase in life. So I am, fill in the blank, should always be a positive word. Always be a positive word. Sometimes आजकल लोग बोलते हैं I'm very depressed today. Never ever say such low vibrational words for yourself. So I am a powerful being. I am calm and stable. I am happy. I am fearless. I am a giver. I am a giver. I need nothing from people. I only give, and give. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. ये रोज डालना है. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. अगर कोई ailment है तो specific affirmation. My blood pressure is normal. अगर normal नहीं है तो my blood pressure is normal. तो कोई भी पैरामीटर जो normal नहीं है उसका separate affirmation. My so and so thing is normal, and you can also put the exact figure you want it to be. आप कितनी वैल्यू चाहते हैं अपने शुगर की, अपने थायराइड की, अपने कोलेस्ट्रॉल की, जो भी ठीक नहीं है, put it is this value. Then very important affirmation, God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. बहुत जरूरी है इसको रोज करना. परमात्मा की शक्तियां मेरे चारों तरफ एक सुरक्षा कवच है. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Lower vibrational energies can never enter into this circle. You can draw the same circle for your family. We are safe, we are secure. Draw the same circle of protection around your work. Around your work. Then put an affirmation for your work. I have already achieved, fill in the blank. Not I have to achieve. I have already achieved what you want to achieve. If you want to put an affirmation for your relationships, I accept people as they are. People accept me as I am. My every relationship stands on harmony, unity, respect. If you want to forget something about the past is past. I release, I let go. It's over. बस रोज बोलना है थोड़े दिन सिर्फ. Past is past. I release, I let go. Instead of that, we say, मैं भूल ही नहीं पा रही हूँ वो बात. I just cannot forgive. I just cannot forget. हम उसको affirm करते रहते हैं. I cannot, I cannot. So 8-10 thoughts, affirmations, 2 minutes before going to sleep. I am powerful. I'm happy. I'm calm, stable. I'm fearless. I'm a giver. My body is perfect, healthy. Divine circle of protection around me, my family. We are safe around my work. Affirmation for work. Success is certain for me. Affirmation for relationships of acceptance. रात को सोने से पहले last thought. Let's create these high vibrational thoughts. आंख बंद करके लेट जाइए, अंदर बोलते रहिए वही thought and सो जाइए. Then you have gone to sleep with the highest vibrational thoughts, and these thoughts will now get processed for the next 6 hours. They will get processed. So they are going to go into the deep subconscious. 4-5 a.m. आपकी नींद अपने आप खुलेगी. Doesn't matter अभी वो कितने बजे खुलती है. Just stick to the discipline of going to sleep right. Now, when you wake up, the first hour without connecting to the phone. The first hour, which means do not consume the world onto your mind in the first hour. 5 minute में messages, 5 minute में emails, फिर 5 minute में दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है. This is not for the first 1 hour. It's not for the first 1 hour, because this is like a blotting paper. What we put on the first hour, it will absorb. We do not want to absorb the world. We want to energize ourselves in the first hour. तो सुबह उठते ही सबसे पहली thoughts, we repeat our affirmations at least 3 to 5 times. हम उसको धीरे धीरे फिर से बोलते हैं, and हम उसको visualize भी करते हैं. Till we learn meditation. फिर हम meditation सीख ले तो हम meditation करते हैं. So at least 5 minutes in the morning, we repeat those high vibrational thoughts. 20 minutes at least, again, spiritual study. Spiritual study can be called as emotional diet. What we watch, what we read, what we listen is who we become. This is a reality. It's science. What we watch, what we read, what we listen is who we become. So now what was different 30 years back, there was no content like there is content today. So there wasn't content 24/7. When we just keep doing this to our phone, or this to our TV, or this on our laptop, we think it's just surfing. We think it's just entertainment. We think it's just time pass. It's actually toxic for our health. for our health of our mind and for our body. तो बड़े ध्यान से choose करना कि आप क्या सुन पढ़ देख रहे हैं. So whether it's the TV serials, the digital platforms, the movies, the songs, the entertainment, and of course the social media handles, it's creating my personality. If I absorb content which has lust, greed, ego, jealousy, hurt, violence, nothing can stop me from creating those emotions there. So at least 20 minutes in the morning for absorbing pure divine content. ये होगी हमारे मन की सुबह सुबह की खुराक. अच्छी खुराक लेनी है मन के लिए सुबह सुबह. तो सुबह 20 minutes, 20 minutes, and before going to sleep 10 minutes. These 30 minutes is healthy emotional diet. 5 minutes in the morning affirmations, 2 minutes in the night just before going to sleep. Total is only just about 35 to 40 minutes for the health of my mind. That's all actually in the day. And then during the day, taking care that I am the creator of my thoughts and feelings, and I use this side emotions because this is normal. These are not normal. Experiment with a plant-based diet because food affects our mind. Food is not just nutrients, food is vibrations. Jaisa ann, vaisa man hota hai. So experiment with a plant-based diet because an animal-based diet has vibrations of fear, pain, anger, violence, helplessness, and then death. Death of one cannot be health of another. Death of one cannot be health of another. It can be proteins and vitamin B12 and D3, but it cannot be health. So let's stop calling it health. वो health नहीं है, वो किसी की मृत्यु है. It's death. And it has vibrations of fear, anxiety, and pain. And it is very difficult to digest. So it gets toxic in the body. And it creates a body environment which is acidic, whereas the body needs to be alkaline. So there are enough reasons to experiment and switch to a plant-based diet. Second, cook the food in a very high vibrational room. That is, your kitchen should be vibrating at higher energy. So play high energy words in the kitchen, like it is done in a mandir or a gurdwara. So make your kitchen in the house like of that of a mandir or a gurdwara. It will energize the food and the water, which will change the state of mind of every member of that family. A lot can happen from the kitchen. क्योंकि जैसा अन्न वैसा मन होता है. The water that's coming into the house is the water of the city. What is the vibration of the water of the city? आज दिल्ली शहर की vibration क्या है? Stress है, गुस्सा है, चिल्ला रहे हैं, anger है, pain है. It's all in the water. It's all in the water. इसीलिए लोग पूछते हैं, आप कौन से शहर का पानी पीते हो? आपने किसके घर का नमक खाया है? All this means कि आप जिस शहर का पानी पीते हैं और जिस घर का आपने नमक खाया है, वहां के संस्कार आपके संस्कारों का हिस्सा होते हैं. तो इसीलिए जैसा अन्न वैसा मन, जैसा पानी वैसी वाणी होता है. So it's very important to take care of the food and the water. So energize the kitchen. Have high energy words playing in the kitchen throughout the day actually, but especially during cooking. The one cooking needs to take care of their state of mind while cooking. No earpiece here, listening to movie songs or gossiping with people while cooking. Better not to eat that kind of food. It will become toxic for the mind and for the body. Lot of attention to be paid. कि घर में खाना नहीं बन रहा, घर में प्रसाद बनना चाहिए रोज. उस sanctity के साथ खाना बनना चाहिए कि ये प्रसाद बन रहा है. So what we eat, how we cook, and then last, how we eat. Let's make it a culture. No phone, no TV while eating. No phone, no TV while eating. No business meetings while eating. No problem discussion while eating. It's eating time. It energizes the mind and the body. Silence while eating or happy conversations. And just before eating, a 5-second pause. 5-second pause. बचपन में सिखाया था ना, भगवान जी को याद करके फिर खाना खाना होता है. लेकिन आजकल हम रिमोट और फोन को ढूंढ के साथ में वेयर इज माय फोन, वेयर इज माय फोन, हम 10 मिनट भी फोन के बिना नहीं रह सकते. नो स्क्रीन्स व्हाइल ईटिंग, स्पेशली टीच चिल्ड्रन, नहीं तो उसका इम्पैक्ट उनको 10 साल बाद दिखाई देगा. सो डिस्ट्रैक्टेड ईटिंग अनहेल्दी फॉर माइंड एंड बॉडी. Just 5-second pause, gratitude to the supreme power, and then energize your food with your affirmations. क्योंकि फिर जैसा अन्न वैसा मन हो जाएगा. तो अपने अन्न में डाल दो, आई एम पावरफुल, आई एम हैप्पी, आई एम fearless, आई एम healthy. Put that into your food. You want it to manifest faster, put it into your every glass of water. Change the energy of the water of the city. जैसे हम हाथ धोए बिना खाना नहीं खाएंगे, ग्लास धोए बिना पानी नहीं भरेंगे, इसी तरह हम एनर्जी चेंज करे बिना खाना और पानी नहीं लेते हैं. Because it's the easiest way to consume the emotional infection of people around you. People who grew those vegetables, the market where it came from, the person who cooked for you, everything is there in the food. Everything is there in the food. You want to experiment? आप कभी भी experiment करना. हमने तो बहुत घरों में ये experiment किया है. कुछ issues चल रहे हैं, कहते पता नहीं क्यों झगड़ा हो रहा है, पता नहीं क्यों मेरा मूड ठीक नहीं है. थोड़े दिन के लिए जो स्टाफ खाना बनाता था वो छुट्टी चला गया, दूसरा स्टाफ आया, किसी और ने 1 महीना खाना बनाया, घर में रिश्ते बदलने लग गए. आजकल हमारे झगड़े नहीं हो रहे, आजकल हमारा ये ठीक हो गया. ये सब कैसे हो गया? अच्छा, जो खाना बना रहा है is a more peaceful person. So that's the kind of power that is there in the kitchen. So to be very careful who's cooking for you, and then at least energize the food before eating. At least energize. उसको सीधा ऐसे ही नहीं खाया जाता है. तो बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें, बहुत सिंपल है. सुबह, रात को, खाने से पहले ये छोटी छोटी चीजें कर ली. Spiritual principles become our way of living, and that's what we learn at the Brahma Kumaris daily. It's spiritual study and Raj Yoga meditation. फिर सारा दिन हम काम पे हैं, सेवा पर हैं, but ये simple practices, they build up our emotional health. So spiritual principles build up emotional health, and when we are emotionally healthy, we will never touch a mental health issue. We will never touch a mental health issue. But most important, seva, you're serving the world, you will be radiating happy energy to the world. So we don't have to give only health and education. Of course, what you're doing is amazing for the country and for the world. But now let's take it one step higher. Along with doing what we're doing, let's also radiate what the world wants. दुनिया को जिस चीज की जरूरत है, all that we have to do is take care of ourselves, and we will be giving it to everybody else. Thank you so much. Shukriya. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sister Shivani, for your profound and wonderful insights on resilience and the significance of emotional independence. You said we're all powerful beings, and we must remind ourselves, I am the creator of my every thought, every word, and every behavior. Thank you for stressing on how we can truly make a difference in our personal and collective life journeys as we tread along on our unique paths without getting adversely affected by external factors. And of course, the supreme importance of gratitude and service or seva for our emotional health. Thank you very much. Coming up next, we have a guided meditation led by Sister Urmil to help us become more centered, appreciate stillness, and find some inner peace. Sister Urmil has widely traveled as a corporate trainer to spread her timeless learnings in the modern world. Please remain still, take a deep breath, and get ready for an inner journey through meditation with Sister Urmil.
Om Shanti. Now, let us sit in silence for some time to empower the mind. Sit comfortably with your back straight. Gently withdraw your attention from surroundings and suggest a thought to yourself. That this is my time for my personal progress. Now on the screen of your mind, see the thoughts coming and going. Become the detached observer. And observe the thoughts. Don't try to stop thinking. Just be the observer. By observing, the thoughts will automatically slow down. Now, write a thought on the screen of your mind that I am a being of peace. Hold this thought on the screen of your mind. Visualize yourself being peaceful, quiet, and still. Stay in this awareness for some time. Remind yourself again that I am being of peace. Being of peace. Being of peace. Now, with this peaceful state of mind, emerge a situation in which you start seizing your energy. Visualize yourself now take your state of mind. You will find yourself better than earlier. Come back. And try to practice it while facing situations. Slowly, slowly you will observe that your resilience power is increasing and you are more empowered. Om Shanti.
It was truly energizing and calming all at the same time. Thank you, Sister Urmil, for taking us on this beautiful inner journey to resilience and making us feel more empowered. After all, what's within is a reflection of what we see outside. As we approach the end of today's meeting, I would like to hand over to Anne Shilpa Pasari from Rotary Club of Delhi South Central for a vote of thanks.
Very good evening, Rotarians and respected Sister Shivani Didi, and to Sister Urmil, and to all the dignitaries and the presidents of the Rotary Club. It is indeed an honor for me to get this opportunity to thank you all dignitaries on behalf of Rotary South Central Club. I, Shilpa Pasari, extend a warm thank you to the Rotarians present here today in this gathering. And I would like to express my gratitude for the friends who have organized and made this webinar a great success. We feel humbled as ourselves, as the chosen one. I extend my gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Brahmkumari Ji Shivani Didi, who took time from her busy schedule to grace this event. Thank you, Didi. Shivani Didi always enlightens mankind, and her thought-provoking presentation on the road to resilience has captivated our souls and spiritual principles in our life. We all have gone through a hard time during this pandemic period. We felt it somewhere, suffered with depression and anxiety and hurt. Most of us lost someone near and dear. But the spirit of resilience kept us strong and gave us the strength to recover, overcome, and move on. हम होंगे कामयाब. And दीदी, आपने तो हमेशा हमें strength दिया है और रास्ता दिखाया है. I would like to thank you once again, Didi, from each one of us here for your words of wisdom that has radiated a source of energy within us. And I'm grateful and thank you for being here with us. Namaskar, looking for many more beautiful sessions like this again. Thank you all. Om Shanti.
Thank you. This concludes today's meeting, and the floor is now open to fellowship. Thank you and enjoy your evening.